Today's discussion centers on how to simplify rational expressions. We're on problem number 1 here. There are items in this problem that are separated by addition or subtraction. Can you cancel them? Yes or no? No, you cannot. You cannot. The first step in solving problems like this is to do something that starts with an F. What do you think it is? Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to factor the top and we're going to factor the bottom. The bottom is something called the difference of two perfect squares. Not all factoring is the same. The difference of two perfect squares. What does that factor into being? Did anybody memorize the pattern? Jose. You're the man. Yeah, there's a pattern to those guys. You put up two parentheses, it's x plus 2 and x minus 2, right? The difference of two perfect squares. X squared is a perfect square, and 4 squared is a perfect square. If there was an addition sign in the middle, Jose, if there was an addition sign in the middle of that bottom of that fraction, could you do the same thing, or would you have to leave it? Nope, nope, nope. If there's actually an addition sign in the bottom, no, nothing you could do. Now the top. The top. We need to think of how to factor that. Does anybody know? Is anybody real good at this? Ashanti. Oh. 3 and 8. Oh, okay, okay. I kind of see your process. Let's try and remember. Sana, hold on 1 second. We're trying to find some numbers that multiply to be this, but add to be this. Sana? Yeah, -8 and +2. Excellent, excellent. We're doing real good work. This is almost as hard as it gets. Now, right? Stuff is separated by addition subtraction, but it's in parentheses. And when that takes place, the only thing that you can cancel are if it works or if it matches perfectly. So cancel this and cancel this for a final answer of x minus 8 and x minus 2. Yeah. It's different. And that's it. That's our final answer. Problem number 2. We're going to be doing these problems all day long. It's going to be the same process over and over again. So factoring is pretty huge today. Pretty huge. Let's see. First thing we got to do is factor. What about the bottom? I showed you an example just like it. What's that bottom factor into being? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Jose? Very nice. Does anybody want to ask a question about how Jose does that real fast? Or do you guys know now? Yeah, 7 times 7 is 49. There's a subtraction sign in the middle, so one is positive and one is negative. And this is x squared. Both of those are x. Now let's do the top. Can anybody think of what the two things are going to be? Let's see that. X take away 7, and x plus 4. Excellent. Because -7 plus 4 is -3, and -7 times +4 equals -28. Excellent. Now what are we canceling out? Enrique? These cancel away, and we're left with these. Now, what do we do next? Very good, very good. I was trying to trick you guys. Okay, so we practiced some problems. We did some skills review. It's now time to do an all-around practice a little bit to show that we know what to do in different situations. This was how we first started exploring rational expressions. Let's go with Shanti. Shanti, buddy, you tell me. What's up? What do we do? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Very nice. So when I circle these two x's, that means we're... You could do it both ways. It's perfect. It's perfect. I couldn't have done it any better. Very proud of you. Way to go, Ish. This was the next kind of problem that we explored last week. So now, instead of it just being two things, there's three things. And there's an addition sign between the stuff on top. So what do? This is where we started factoring. Yeah, because we're going to take out 3 because the greatest common factor, the GCF, of 3x and 6 is 3. So let's pull 3 out. X plus 2. Now, is there anything that we can cancel? No, the answer's not 1. Nope, answer's not -1. It's not over 3. Not 3 over 4. Not 3 over 1.
Oh, 3 over x plus 2.
It's just this. Yeah, that.
Leave it like that. Okay.
So on the third day, we practiced a little more of stuff that happens, of stuff like this. It's number 6. But on the third day, I showed you things like this, where now there was stuff separated by addition or subtraction at the top and the bottom. And this was a special case, right? What is this reduced down to being? Does anybody remember? Should we show why, or you know why? Okay. Good. Very nice. Yeah, we're going to move this to the front. Wow. Great notes you took. Okay, what's next? The next step that at least I did was I went looking for the greatest common factor of the bottom here and the bottom here. What's the greatest thing they both have in common? -1, yeah. Took out a -1, and look what I had left inside the parentheses. Let me put a parenthesis around this. These two canceled away, and we were just left with 1 over -1. Or -1. True, true. Didn't close that parenthesis. Thanks for bringing that up, man. And finally, now we're up to stuff like this. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Stevens, buddy, what do you think we do? Take a guess. I'll give you a hint. Starts with F. Yeah, good choice, good choice. Okay, Stevens, buddy, furthermore, could you help me factor the top? Yeah, so x plus 1, what's the next thing? Very nice, Stevens. You're excellent at this. Stevens, I'm going to pick somebody else to help out for the bottom. On the bottom, we've got a factor as well. What's the bottom factor into being? Hannah Bobana. Megan? Very nice. Yeah. Excellent, Megan. Excellent. So we see? Just looks tricky. It's just factoring. So this is x plus 1 over 5, because those two cancel. And are we done? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
So now let's go back. Let's also go back in time. We got some problems. These look extremely complicated, but they're nothing more. They use nothing more than the skills that we've done for the last couple ones. Who wants to help out? Aaliyah. Hold on a sec. 2x and in parentheses a plus b. I like it. That's excellent. And then on the bottom, that's okay. We'll keep it like that, right? Now help me out further. What goes down? What can you cancel? What can you reduce? Sure. Aaliyah, are you one of those people that also, instead of keeping it as squared, that you write it out? No? Okay. So you're going to cancel out one of these x's, right? And one of these, so that there's only just one left over. Now, the 2 and the 6, what's that cancel out to be? Very nice. Yeah. So that at the end of the day, we got a plus b over 3x.
You don't put the 1 in it?
I mean, you could keep it in parentheses and keep the 1 on the outside. Would be the same thing.